What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today's video, we're going to be jumping back into our Bloons Tower Defense 6 walkthrough slash playthrough slash guide. And for today's guide, we're going to be jumping onto Hedge Chimps mode. So for this mode, I will be using Quincy as my hero, and that's about it. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So, before we get started, I want to say thank you guys so much for 3K subscribers. We are absolutely crushing it. We just had a 3K subscriber 12-hour live stream yesterday. That went absolutely amazing. We had so many people pop in, pop out. It was just so much fun to actually interact with you guys on YouTube. Please feel free to let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see some more live streams on YouTube, because I am more than willing to make that happen because I had so much fun streaming for you guys. Anyways, guys, enough of the nonsense. Let's just go ahead and jump in here. We are going to be placing down Quincy first. This is one reason why I love using Quincy as a hero for Chimps mode, because you can afford him right out the gates. So it's like you don't need to worry about saving up for Oben or Adora or Gwendolyn or Churchill or any other hero that you guys like to use, because Quincy is a hero that you can always rely on, and he's always going to be there. Plus, he has some amazing abilities. But alright, now that we have Quincy down and all of that fun stuff, the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for our ninja, because our ninja is, of course, the backbone of a majority of our strategies. So let's go ahead and place down our ninja right behind our Quincy here, and then we're going to go ahead and save up for ninja discipline, seeking shurikens. You guys already know the spiel because we've done this so many times, and it's just a very, very good way to start off pretty much every single chimp strat. Alright, now that we have ninja discipline, we're going to go ahead and save up for sharp shurikens and then seeking shurikens, and pretty much the same exact thing that we do every single time. I will go ahead and I'll show you guys where to place down your alchemist and all of that fun stuff, and then we'll go ahead and do our little bit of a speedy bit to make sure that you guys don't need to sit around and wait too much, especially since we're going to be saving up for Bloon Jitsu, stronger stimulant, and the usual fun stuff. I accidentally bought Seeking Shurikens before Sharp Shurikens, but it's not that big a deal because we do have Quincy on the field already. Alright, awesome. Next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be saving up for Double Shot. Double Shot is $920, but at the end of the day, it's definitely worth buying the Double Shot. Following the Double Shot, we're going to go ahead and buy our Alchemist as well. That way we can go ahead and get that lead popping power going on top of upgrading our Ninja Monkey. Alright, so again, I want to say thank you guys again so much for 3K subscribers. The channel has been doing absolutely amazing. You guys have been crushing it. And again, if you guys would like to see a live stream on YouTube once a week, I think I can do once a week. That way I can balance it out with Twitch, because of course we do stream over on Twitch as well. So I think doing once a week on YouTube, but doing a little bit of a longer stream. I did try out a couple of different games, but I think we may stick to Bloons on the YouTube channel for the time being. Maybe we'll jump into some Overwatch. Maybe we'll jump into some Escape from Tarkov, and we'll just see what you guys like to watch, because of course I want to make sure that I'm providing content that you guys like to watch. But anyways, guys, there we go. We're going to go ahead and place down our Alchemist right here on top of our Ninja and our Quincy, because we are almost at the round where we're going to have lead balloons come through. But now that we have the Alchemist with the acidic mixture dip, we no longer need to worry about those pesky lead balloons. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward all the way to the point where we can afford to buy our Bloon Jitsu, as well as upgrade our Alchemist to a Berserker Brew, stronger stimulant. Then of course we need to buy faster throwing, because we also have Quincy within range of our Alchemist. So sit back, relax, and I'll see you guys here in just a couple of minutes. Alright guys, it is officially round 37, and we now have our Ninja Monkey upgrade to Bloon Jitsu. We're going to go ahead and buy Caltrops as well. That way we can go ahead and have that little bit of added popping power We also have our Alchemist upgrade to Stronger Simulate as well as Faster Throwing. That way we can go ahead and keep our Quincy buffed as well as our Bloonjitsu Ninja. Now this is where things are going to change a little bit. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Wizard Monkey. Place this Wizard Monkey right here. Upgrade to Intense Magic, then Monkey Sense. Following Monkey Sense, we're going to go ahead and upgrade to Guided Magic as well as Arcane Blast. And no worries about this Moab Balloon. Our Ninja's going to be able to easily take care of it. Next thing that we're going to save up for is we're going to go ahead and save up for Necromancer Unpopped Army. And I think you guys can kind of predict where we're going to go for this. We're going to go for the early game Prince of Darkness. Because, of course, the Prince of Darkness is so good now. Like, I get into a discussion all the time with my dudes if the Prince of Darkness is better or the Archmage. And I'm actually, like, recently I've been like, yo, I think the Prince of Darkness is actually better than the Archmage now. Because the Prince of Darkness is only $26,000 opposed to the $34,000 that the Archmage is. And also, the Archmage, you also have to buy the Arcane Spike, which is another 10k. So by far, the Prince of Darkness is the way to go with this current update and patch. So just a little bit of a heads up there if you guys were wondering which wizard is better. Of course, the Prince of Darkness is going to be the best, followed by Archmage, and then of course the Wizard Lord Phoenix. I wish we could get the Wizard Lord Phoenix more often, but unfortunately the Wizard Lord Phoenix is just so expensive, guys. Like, if you look at this, like, the Wizard Lord Phoenix is $65,000. Actually insane, dudes. But anyways, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward again really quick to buy the Prince of Darkness, and I'll go ahead and bring you guys back really quick. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back on round 55, and if you guys can see, we can already afford to buy the Prince of Darkness. Round 56, this is absolutely insane, and this is going to be our main tower for the entire guide. So the fact that we can afford this tier 5 Prince of Darkness at such an early point in the game is actually insane. So now the next thing that we're going to go for is, during the live stream we did have somebody kind of give us a little bit of a challenge, and that was to use the worst tier 5 tower in the game in a Chimps mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and buy ourselves an Engineer Monkey. And if you guys kind of expect to see, or kind of know a little bit about Bloons, you guys do know that the top path Engineer Monkey, at least in my opinion, is the worst upgrade path that you can possibly go in Bloons Tower Defense 6. But we're going to go ahead and use the Sentry Paragon for this guide, because I thought it would be kind of fun to come up with a strat to where it will actually be a little bit viable as well as be useful. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to go ahead and do another fast forward bit all the way until the point we have $34,560. Then of course I'll bring you guys back and I'll go ahead and explain the rest of the strategy from that point. But again, sit back, relax, and I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Hey guys, it is round 75. I know we don't have enough money to afford the Sentry Paragon yet, but I did have to bring you guys back because I almost forgot about a very important round, and that is round 76, because we get a massive rush of regrowth ceramic balloons. So what we're going to do towards the end of round 76, we're going to go ahead and slow things down, and we're going to go ahead and activate Quincy's Aerostorm, because the regrowth ceramics are just a little bit too much for our Prince of Darkness to handle. But because we have Quincy, we can go ahead and use that Quincy Aerostorm ability, and we can go ahead and completely annihilate all of the balloons on round 76, making easy work of that rather difficult round. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and keep you guys here because we can almost afford to buy the Sentry Paragon. So there's no reason to fast forward. I guess I just brought you guys back for round 76, but we can almost afford to buy the eccentric paragon, so might as well keep you guys here. There we go, perfect. Now we can afford to buy the Century Paragon. Next thing that we are going to do is, now that we have the Century Paragon, the next thing that we want to save up for is we want to save up for a little bit of a spike factory, because of course the round 100, and I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just round 100 gives us a little bit of a rough time trying to pop the bad balloon, because unfortunately, even though we have a lot of popping power, we just don't have a lot of Moab popping power, and the Prince of Darkness is not enough to solo a bad balloon. So in order to counteract that, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our spike factory up to a perma spikes. So again, guys, I know we've done it once, I know we've done it twice, maybe 3 times, possibly 4, but we're going to go ahead and fast forward again to the point where we can afford to buy the permanent spikes. And I'll go ahead and bring you guys back again. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back at round 88, and we can officially afford to buy the permanent spikes, which is pretty much a sealed deal. We've already beaten this Chimps mode because we have more than enough money to afford whatever we want. I actually, 1 second, I almost forgot we need to throw a acidic mixture dip on top of the permanent spikes. That way our permanent spikes can pop the DDTs. Next thing that we're going to go for is we're going to go ahead and buy ourselves stronger stimulant to throw on top of the perma spikes as well. That way the perma spikes can go ahead and place down the spikes faster. That way, just in case we struggle with popping the bad balloon, or if we struggle with any other rounds, the perma spikes is going to be able to place down its spikes a little bit faster. Next thing that we want to do, since we've pretty much already beaten Chimps mode, we're going to go ahead and go with pretty much whatever we want. I mean, we can go for a glue gunner, we can go for an ice monkey, but I think we're going to go ahead and go for a crossbow master. No rhyme or reason of why we're going to go for the crossbow master. It's just something that, or it's just a tower that I really like to use. Plus, I think we should be able to afford the 27,000 in order to afford it before round 100. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade to Sharpshooter, followed by Sharpshooter. We'll go ahead and buy Sharp Shots, and then Razor Sharp Shots. And then I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to around 98, 99, all the way to the point where we can afford to buy the Crossbow Master. Alright guys, it is round 97. We can officially afford to buy the Crossbow Master. Again, it really doesn't matter what tower you go with after you have the Prince of Darkness, Century Paragon, and the Perma Spikes in the very back. Because the main format of this strategy is just the Prince of Darkness with the Century Paragon, paired with, of course, the Perma Spikes as well. So a couple of towers that you guys could go for, you could go for, of course, the Crossbow Master. You guys could go for the Moab Eliminator. You could go for the Attack Zone. You could go for Elite Defender. You could go for Glue Gunner. You could go for... you can't go for the Monkey Sub because, unfortunately, there's no water here. But you guys could also go for the Spectre. Pretty much, again, whatever you guys would like to use. Because the way I designed this strategy is to mainly have the strategy revolve around the Prince of Darkness paired with the Century Paragon, and of course the Perma Spikes in the very back. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the pop count of all of our towers. Prince of Darkness is sitting at 890,000 pops. The Century Paragon is sitting at 612,000 pops. The Dart Monkey is already sitting at 100k pops, which is absolutely amazing. Then, of course, our Perma Spike in the very, very back is sitting at 50,000 pops. So, again, guys, it really doesn't matter what tier 5 or tier 4 tower you go with after you have all of the towers, like the Perma Spike, Sentry Paragon and Prince of Darkness down is pretty much all dependent on what you would like. And then of course guys, because we have all these spikes in the very back, they're going to be able to tank these ZOMGs as well as tank the what was remaining on the bad balloon. But anyways guys, I really hope you enjoyed this guide. Thank you so much for watching, and of course as always, I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.